Greetings of the day, everyone. I'm Abhinav Jha, live from the studios of International Institute of Hotel Management, Delhi campus. We're currently in the midst of the greatest culinary competition for students, the Young Chef Olympiad 2024. Right now, with me, I have Mr.
Ravi Poonia.
Ravi Poonia. So sorry.
It's okay. It happens. I forget my name also.
Ravi Poonia. He's my super senior from 2011.
Yes.
I'll just call you senior
Yeah.
because I feel like that's much easier.
Call me
for
Ravi. Call me Ravi.
Okay. Ravi.
Yeah.
So, what's the one thing that you'll tell a budding hotelier who's just about to dip his toes into the industry? Like one thing to do and one thing to avoid.
Well, something that I did very, very much with myself is I gave myself first 5 years to get crushed. And I mean my words, because if I get comfortable in first 5 years, I'll probably have money, but then I would not have a budding career. So what I mean by that is that for the first 5 years, whenever you start, do not run after the money. I know it is very important. It is what runs the show. However, the first 5 years are the foundation years of your career, of your resume. This is, if you continue to do for next 40, 50 years or whatever age you want to work with for, these 5 years will define you how and what you do for the next 40 years, for example. So if you 5 years, you look at building your prospects with regards to your skill set, your soft skills and your hard skills, though from 5th year onwards, take it as an FD in your own self.
Okay.
That FD will mature after the 5th year, and that time onwards you can ask for the money that you think you are eligible for.
Okay.
That's what I did for myself. I worked super hard, worked smart as well, as far as newer generation would say. However, for the first 5 years, do not think, am I getting more money there or am I getting more money here? Ask yourself where I am getting exposed more, so that after 5th year onwards, you can say that this is what I've built upon my career in the past 5 years.
Okay.
This is what I'm going to ask you now as far as the money is concerned. And then onward, it will be a very automatic sale. Not that it will stop. You'll forever be a student. I am a student and I'll be until I hang my shoes. However, this is something that I did very much personally with myself throughout my career. And I suggest to anyone who asks me what not to do or to do, basically.
Okay. So, Ravi, how would you say that your time at IIHM changed you as a person, and how it prepared you for the industry?
I humbly believe that you would not remember the building. I mean, you would apparently. It does make a lot of difference what kind of building that you are studying in. However, it would make a lot of difference with what kind of people you are studying with, which includes your fellow students, with your classmates and your teachers, of course. What are memories that I have? I do not remember the building of IIHM. I remember the memories and the people that I worked with or I studied with. So it does make a lot of difference. When we passed out very young, when we were brash and we were rebellious, we were like, how does it make sense? You could have studied anywhere else. Yes, you could have studied anywhere else. You can still study anywhere else also. However, it is about the ambience that you nurture yourself in, which shapes you for what you have to face moving forward. Of course, industry has changed from the time when I passed out or my batch passed out to what you would be passing out from now onwards or in the last 3-4 years as well. However, the core of the industry remains the same. They need people who have their brains, but they need people who also know how to work as a team member, which will ultimately grow to become a team leader. Do not become a team leader before you become a team member. So the core values always remain the same of a home, of a family. It doesn't matter how big a family is or how small a family is. It will always remain the same. The core of the industry will always remain the same. So this will remain the same. Learn, ask questions, ask foolish questions. As they say, if you ask a question, you will be called fool once. But if you don't ask a question, you will remain a fool for life. So ask question as foolish as possible. Also, dumb down the things, as in don't pretend that you know. You might know, but then you might not know the way that the next person knows. So overall, absorb as much as you can from the college time. It would shape you up, it will mold you up, and from there onwards, when you go out of the walls of the gate of the college, you squeeze on that sponge, and then you are left with whatever you are supposed to carry, and then you lay out the rest of it.
Okay. I have one last question for you.
Yeah.
So, as we all know, COVID-19 happened.
Mhm.
So, how do you feel that influenced the industry as a whole?
Well, if I can be very honest, industry is still picking up from what was there in COVID-19. At least our industry is. A lot of industries have picked up already. They are on the same track where they were initially. However, our industry is still picking up, and it will never be the same, because when an industry, which is people's industry, is influenced or affected by anything, it could be COVID or anything else as well.
That's true.
It changes the habits of people, how they consume
Mm.
your product. So now how they consume food and beverage and what they expect when they enter your outlet is different. So that way will never be the same. The world would never be the same. Also, we have to be very much fast and vivid with the way we look at our consumer base, because the consumer is expecting pretty much different things. They have different insights to how they spend their time in their respective homes, and when they got out, they wanted things different. Yes, it paved us a way to get bigger business, better business, but then they have better demands also. So it would be a little bit of more of time till the time we get back on that same track where we were. However, it would be better in a way that, as they say, that the more informed the consumer is, the better the industry would become. Now, we had a lot of time as a consumer to learn more things, and that way we ask for more things and better things. And I guess it will shape our industry in a very beautiful way, and it is happening right now. I can say it as I am in the industry, so yes.
Okay. So that was all for my questions.
Mhm.
So that was Avinav from IIHM Delhi Studios with Mr. Ravi Poonia. Thank you for your time. We'll
Thank
be
you very
back.
much.